Hey team, welcome to the channel, man. I'm stoked to see you. So today we're talking about rucking. We're talking about foot marching. We're talking about humping. However you call it, that's what we're talking about coming up. Hey team, as we get going, man, I think rucking is one of the most underrated and underappreciated forms of physical exercise that we can endure. And so obviously, if you're in the military, you're very accustomed and familiar with this. If you're not in the military, it is a great sport, if you want to call it that. However, I don't care what you want to call it. I'm just going to encourage you to find a ruck, put it on your back, and hit the road. So a foot march or a ruck is a few things, and it is not a few things. So we're going to get this out of the way right now, right? This is Stoker's opinion. So rucking is not hiking, okay? Rucking is not going for a leisure stroll. So rucking is not just putting on a backpack and going for a hike or doing some backpacking or some hiking. It's a form of physical activity. It's an exercise, man. It's a cardiovascular as well as, hitting some muscular endurance. Is to try to hit between that 15-minute pace, and if you're in the military, that's the pace you need to be able to maintain. Or maybe if you're just starting to get into it, maybe a 20-minute pace with what we're doing. It is working dang near your entire body. At the end of the day, obviously it's easy to see that we're working our lower body, but we're also working some core to maintain a positive posture with ourselves. We're working our shoulders and our back, and most importantly, we're working our mind. I can promise you, growing up, when I was a young lad in the Marine Corps, I swear to goodness, my first sergeant would take us out on an 18 to 24 mile ruck on a Friday, just to keep us from getting in trouble on Saturday and Sunday because we were too stinking tired. And that's, I think there's something to that as well. So we know that rucking is not walking. So what is it? It is still putting a rucksack or a backpack on your back and hitting the trail. There's all kinds of standards that are out there. The typical military standard is a 15-minute mile. Do you have to walk that fast? No. By all means, I would encourage you, I'd encourage anybody, just get something on your back and hit the road running or walking or maintaining whatever kind of pace that you can. I would suggest maybe a 20-minute pace, 15 to 20-minute pace, especially if you're just starting to get into this. And then I would suggest maybe a 20-pound weight limit to start off with. Throughout the rest of the series, we're going to be talking about what we're wearing, what we're packing, how we're packing, and all these things. So it's going to be a good short mini-series, I think. So make sure you stay tuned and drop some comments down below. That way we can continue to keep a conversation rolling. Now, I would suggest, although a 35-pound is the standard at least in the Army, if you're just starting off, I'd suggest maybe a 20-pound. Right, so let's talk about why you want to get out there and ruck. So rucking is a great form of physical fitness. It is probably, as I've said before, hands down, has to be the most underrated, most underappreciated form of physical fitness that we can get out there and do. Now, that being said, why you want to do this is because it works your mind. It gets you off the couch, it gets you outdoors, and not just for 15, 20 minutes. In order to get the full benefits of foot marching or rucking, you need to be out for probably an hour or more. And the more that you start rucking, it's not uncommon for me to be out for 3 or 4 hours maintaining this pace, trying to get out that 12 to 18 to 24 miles, right? When we start doing that, it does a couple things, right? It does work your mind. It's obviously working your body, right? It's working your legs, it's working your core, it's working your back, it's working your feet, working your shoulders, and it's giving you time to think. That's probably one of the better things about just being outside. And again, whether you're hiking, whether you're backpacking, whether you're just getting some solitary time, rucking is another one of these events that we can do where it gets us away and gets us away from the world, lets us push back what's around us and says, you know what? There are some things that are more important that I need to be thinking about right now. And so it's a great thing to be able to do that. Why do you love rucking? Leave some comments down below so we can help, motivate and encourage each other to get out, get some boots on our feet, and start rucking. Man, I appreciate all you guys. Leave some comments down below. We will keep this conversation rolling. As always, man, until then, you keep on grinding and you stay stoked.